everyone, I'm Nedra Roan, reporter for the AJC, and I'm here at the Shops Buckhead Atlanta, standing outside of Etro in these fabulous shades that were given to me by Jeffrey, so go see him. We are here today with Amy Nelson, a personal stylist, and she's going to take us around to some shops and show us some great holiday gifts and a range of prices, and tell us a little bit about the personal styling here at the Shops Buckhead Atlanta.
I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you.
We're going to have a great day. The sunglasses look amazing on you. I'm wearing my new Billy Reed sunglasses from the new eye collection at Billy Reed.
They look great.
So we're going to take a look at those today as well. What can I tell you about what's happening? Kicks off this weekend, and the Atlanta Ballet will be doing a performance. There'll be incredible lighting and wonderful decorations that will be done on property. The newest one is a beautiful gown that looks like a tree, and that will be set up around the corner. And I think we're just going to have a great time walking the streets to tell you a little bit about thoughtful gift giving, luxury gift giving, affordable gift giving, and I think we're just going to have a great time.
Excellent. Where should we go first?
Let's go to Billy Reed.
All right.
Okay.
So holiday's a big deal here, right?
Holiday's a big deal everywhere. I think what I love about it is that it kind of makes you feel like you're in the city shopping in these, unique little stores. And I think all these stores are so beautifully curated with gift-giving items and ideas. And I thought Billy Reed would be a great example because he's a Southern gentleman and has 2 locations in Atlanta, one here, one on the west side. And I kind of came in and wanted to highlight some outerwear for guys.
All right, let's see what's in here.
Okay, I guess we'd have to take our shades off,
I guess
right?
so. I don't want to.
So here's Billy Reed. What I love about this store is just this kind of relaxed vibe. Billy's known for just doing a lot of really great outerwear for men, and we'll kind of come take a look. One of the items I love is this suede quilted jacket. I think the price is about $1,300. I love it. I think actually women could wear it as well, and that's something that Billy does so well, is he really does go from men's to women's, and it's very inclusive in terms of that. He does do a cross section of looks. He's also is really great at knitwear. I love this piece that's this quilted little shawl collar, little great detail on the button, suede patches, so kind of collegiate, but a much more kind of hip, updated vibe to that. It comes in a couple of colors. I love the blue over there.
Where should we go next?
Well, we're going to go and pop into Acris, and Acris is one of my favorite collections. Not really known specifically for gift giving, I would say, Nedra, but what I love about Acris is that every now and then there's a luxury item that I think is so special. They have incredible scarves that take the prints from the collection and incorporate that all throughout the collection, from the ready-wear to the scarves. But I wanted to show you a couple things. I just think they're kind of special. Even though they're doing their windows for the holidays, they were gracious enough to let us come in, so I'll put my shades on again so we can go in there together.
Let's go.
How's that? Okay. Here's Acris, and forgive everybody the windows. But hi guys. Hi Joe.
Hi.
How are you? So what I want to show you is the scarves, and we're going to step back. So Acris is known for these incredible prints. And what I love about them is they don't shy away, even though their collection tends not to be incredibly colorful, but you can't get a prettier scarf than something
I think
like
the
that.
silk would be the best.
Tones are beautiful. I mean, the quality is amazing. These are very wearable. I love the oblong because they can be twisted in a lot of different ways. You can insert that into your wardrobe so easily, but what a great gift. You can see the palette ranges from, oh my gosh, you can go from the teal to hot pink to these beautiful shades of like azure blue, but I want you to see the print that is just really glorious. So, isn't that beautiful? Mm-hmm. And their sense of color combinations is really so spot on. But really the Mac Daddy, I think, is this, because we can't wear fur a lot in Atlanta due to our warmer temperatures. This cashmere fringe detail cape that has some mink detail comes in, I think they sold the gray, which is fantastic, but there is black and brown. And for a woman who needs a little bit of coverage, just a topper, especially during the holidays, this is not an inexpensive piece, but what a beautiful, beautiful piece and a beautiful gift, a thoughtful gift idea. So
What is the price range for
I
this?
think it's $39.95 if I'm not mistaken. So an expensive piece, but an investment piece that will stay in your wardrobe and last the test of the time. So I love this piece.
Can we see it on you?
Sure. How about seeing it on you?
Even better.
Okay. Okay, now you're smiling.
Okay.
I think you need your sunglasses too.
Do I?
I think you do.
All right, let's see. How's it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Okay.
You ready to go?
I am.
I do too.
Very nice.
So just enough, great detail.
It's very soft.
Proportionally is great for a lot of different heights. Since I'm all of 5'2" and you're a lot taller than me, I think that we both
Let's
can
prove
wear
it.
it.
Let's see it.
You
Let's
want
show
to try
everyone.
it? Okay, I'll swap. Maybe we can share it. We can buy it together.
We have a question coming in about the price range for the scarves.
The price range of the scarves, Stephen?
$8.95 to $11.95.
$11.95. Yeah, and they're all silk and wool and cashmere. They're all hand done in terms of, you can see all of this fringe detail. This is all hand done. And one detail in terms of the pricing, to let you know what goes into this, these are all hand rolled. Which means that it's not done by machine, clearly. It's all hand rolled, and then they hand stitch it. So that's a great detail that you can keep it very, very nicely done. The finish is really, really beautiful, and it lays flat. So hope that answers the question.
All right.
So maybe I should step out with this?
Perhaps.
No, I don't.
I'll just
Okay.
leave this one in its place.
Exactly. All right. Hi. How are you?
Hello.
Hey guys. How are you? So Todd's, as you know, is just a very well-known leather maker, one of my favorite, very low-key in terms of details, not a lot of logo-driven pieces. And one of my favorite bags of the season actually is this, the perfect red, not too red, not too pink, not too bright. It comes in a couple of different sizes, but I love this little bag. This is their new logo with a double T, with the nickel hardware. This also has a crossbody, so this is like obviously a handheld, but can also go across the body. This one obviously is a little bit more substantive in terms of size. What I love about it, and what Todd's does great, is that there's a pocket on the outside with a snap, so you can put your tickets or passport or what have you for those people that are traveling. But the nice thing is that it's just really well appointed. It's got snaps here. I know that sounds silly, but it can literally go from a small bag to a much bigger bag. And it really does have places for your cell phone, for your cosmetics. It's beautifully lined in suede. One of my most favorite things is that it has feet on the bottom so that it really keeps the integrity of the bag. I love the handles because it feels good from a stylist perspective, feels good in the hand. And then you obviously have another pocket that you can put your little other things like gum and things like that. So love this bag. It does come in different colors. In fact, one that I love is right here, and this has been incredibly successful for Todd's, is this two-tone. I mean, boy, you talk about a beautiful bag. For somebody who wears black, and anybody that knows me, I don't wear any black, but for those that wear black and you want to change up and make something really unique, I mean, there's nothing better looking than a bag like that. Again, it has the same details, really, really beautifully done, has a shoulder strap, and I love this bag. I think the subtleties of Todd's design really speaks for themselves, and I think it just provides a really great gift. I just actually did this bag in gray for a client up in Washington, and she loved it, so makes me feel good that she loves it too. Glasses on?
Glasses on.
All right. So what I love about Robert Talbot is I have bought Robert Talbot a lot when I shop a lot of stores as well. And Robert Talbot is known for a lot of different elements of menswear. But one thing that I love is their iconic ties. Their tie collection is a bevy of colors from all colors of the rainbow, and they just do. I don't think there's a better tie that I've seen. So. Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
How are you? Wow, what an entrance, right? So we're coming to look at some ties. Robert Talbot is just the iconic guy. You know, literally from easy gift-giving items like this great vest. That's just a classic vest. They do great buttons, but I love this. It's a little bit more adventuresome with a shearling on the inside. So you have two different guys and two different ways to give a gift. But the great thing about this one is it comes in 3 colors. You've got this wonderful shade of green for a little pop of color. You've got the burgundy, and then you've got a classic navy. They always have shirts and sweaters that can, complement. And then one of the other pieces that I love is I love their bags, their weekend bags. It's really subtle. It's just a great way of taking a weekender, throw it in your car, get your vest, your jeans, and a great shirt, and you're kind of good to go.
Okay. And what are some of the price ranges for these items?
The price ranges, Mariana, on vests would be...
I would say
You can see it here, obviously shown with the necktie.
40 something.
348.
So, it's an affordable vest. It obviously gets more expensive when you go into the shearling, but it's the nice thing about that, and as menswear has evolved, is that men are wearing this over their dress shirts. So don't think that it's just a weekend thing. If you're especially getting in and out of the car, you can throw this on with your dress shirt or even your suit jacket, and I've seen this, is that you can get into the car and wear that and top that off to finish off your look. There's, obviously they have different options in terms of jackets too. This is a little bit of a lighter weight version of it, but a nice way to kind of finish off a look as well. So as you can see, the ties are everywhere, and every pattern from stripes to jacquards to bright colors to more subtle colors, and to me, you can't get a finer tie. I'm drawn to, I love orange ties, I love red, and in terms of the holiday tie, I love, going to ruin their display, but that's what I love about Robert Talbot ties. I obviously have the keeper. This tie is $195, which I think is a really great price for a silk tie. The hand on this tie really feels good on the hand, so when you're tying, you're going to get a very significant knot, and it's just really very beautifully done. You can see how all of this hand detail. But all of their ties, here you can see more obviously holiday colors and the blues as well. But if you want to go a little more adventuresome, you've got the teals, you've got little crazy stripes if you kind of want to look a little like a Christmas tree, but people want to do that as well. But and then you obviously can get into a little bit fancier. I love these. These are beautiful. And there's nothing better. I love the Robert Talbot boxes. They really are a great way. It's almost like a gift-giving box in its own right. But there's something, if I would pick a couple ties that I think are beautiful, you have this. I like purple ties too for guys that wear a lot of navy. I think that's a beautiful tie. Here's another more subtle in terms of red tie, paired back to gray. So for the gray suit, it would be really beautiful. But they really they don't shy away. They go from ultra conservative, but this is really a nice way for men to kind of express themselves, and I love the way that they do the ties continuing to come every collection. Thank you. Here's their so this is a 7-fold, which is exactly what that means, is that it's a tie that's actually folded 7 times. But the nice thing about this is that it's really, look at the lining with the purple. It's really nice packaging. So all you have to do is put a bow on it and you're good to go.
How important is packaging when you're thinking about your gifts?
I'm kind of a sustainable person, so that's kind of a tough question. but to answer your question, I think it can be thoughtful and simple. I don't think it has to be extravagant. I think that, these are keepsake boxes, and we'll talk more about it when we go next door in NARS. But you can have this box for, other than the gel, is that, look how beautiful that is. So you could keep your cufflinks in here. You can keep your watches in here. So this isn't something that you necessarily would throw away. You're going to hold on to this because it's a beautiful box. But again, you can get free wrapping, so you don't have to worry about that either.
Yes, that's
right?
always helpful.
Exactly. What I love about this shop is their personal attention. It's almost like a private atelier that is not in the mall. The team here is fantastic. There's a private room in the back, so ladies, if you want to do a girls' night out or a birthday or what have you, they do have a private suite in the back, and you can do something. They do champagne and food and what have you. If you just want to do a private event. So what I love about it, they're really, really particular about pigments. But what I want to talk to you today about is the NARS collection with collaboration with the artist Man Ray, who is an American visual artist, but spent a lot of time in France, and is a good friend of Mr. Nars, and he's done this kind of holiday collection that I think is kind of fun. So let's look at it. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Okay, we should put our sunglasses on. We've been wearing them, but in any event, this is Sarah E., who's the store director.
Nice to meet you.
So we were just talking about the Francois Nars collection, and one product that I love. Can I take this out? Okay. All right. Is this great keepsake, which is an acrylic box that has one of his photographs, but inside are 4 lipsticks. So for $59, you get the box, you get 4 fabulous lipsticks, and then you get this keepsake box that you, even though this is Man Ray's photograph, you can actually switch this out for your own photograph. So you can keep whatever you want to keep in here. So I just think that this jewelry, what's inside?
It won't have the 4 lipstick, but
so that's what it looks like, yeah.
Take it or use it.
I see.
Yeah. And then the nice thing is that there you go. So here's the photograph, but if you want to put a photograph of your children or your favorite guy or whatever it is, that it's just really a very thoughtful gift. And what I love about the team here and the gifts here is that they really, what you're getting in terms of the product vis-a-vis the price, it's a very affordable product, but you're getting the creme de la creme in terms of what you're getting. So having said that, Sari, talk about the prices of things like great stocking stuffers, because to me that's what
This is the best stocking stuffer. It comes in 2 colors. It's the Love Triangle, and it has inside a mini lipstick and a mini blush for $24. So this is great for corporate gift also. Yeah. Little Secret Santa. So
and stocking stuffers are friends for gifts for your girlfriends. And to me, they're always very thoughtful about their packaging. And I just think that this collection is really fun. As I said, I've always loved NARS, but now I've become kind of a little bit of a groupie because this team really kind of presents the collection and just allows 20-year-olds literally to, or my oldest client here, I won't say her name because she might not want to say it, because she looks like she's about 65, but she's 90 and she loves NARS as much, if not more than anybody else. So she's become kind of, I would say, a NARS groupie too.
A narcissist.
I think she's a narcissist. That's exactly right. That's what they say. Yes. So I was mentioning to Nedra that they do private parties back here. We've done some really, if you mothers of the bride or wedding events or what have you. But even just more so, if you want to do just come out and get your makeup done privately, you really realize that you've got a lot of privacy here. You get a lot of attention, and the makeup artists here are some of the best I've ever worked with.
Now, is that giftable too? Could you give someone a
Yes,
party?
you can buy a party. You can buy a gift card. It's $85 per person, and it's redeemable in products.
Okay.
So it's a done deal for like everyone.
And they pour great Prosecco, I have to say.
Yeah, and champagne.
And
you have to have that.
You have to have that.
The best of the best.
Right.
We also have 2 more gifts that they're also $49. You have the Man Ray palette, great colors, fall, holiday, winter, and there's a picture.
One of his photographs, yeah.
And this one is also $49. You get a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. All in one. You can't beat that price.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, ladies.
So one of the things that you talked about in there, Amy, was just the range of prices that you can get out here. And I think a lot of our readers have expressed some concern in the past about, it's a little too expensive and, I can't afford luxury. So what would you tell the novice shopper who hasn't been here before and maybe is interested in coming but thinks that maybe they can't afford it?
I have to tell you, I do get that because it is a luxury center, but one thing that I love about it is there is such a smattering of so many different offerings. So as I mentioned before, COS is behind us, which I love the line, a little avant-garde. I mean, the prices there are between $59 and $150. You've got Theory, that is a more contemporary line, a little more traditional. You've got Joie, that's up on the left-hand side. You've got, I'm one of my favorite new designers who has her shop is Hadi and Lord. She's a Nigerian designer. Her prices are $150 to $450. And we're still talking luxury, but we're not talking the price points of the Tom Fords and what have you. So to me, I think great style really means a cross-section. I don't think anybody goes from all luxury anymore. I think stylish men and women really do have a cross section of, you know, from lower lines to very top lines. And I think that it's worth coming down and taking a look and really kind of taking a pulse to see what's here, because I think you can find something for everybody.
Well, thank you so much for this
Thank you,
today.
Nandra.
Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
If you want to check out some more gift items, please check out myajc.com and you'll see our holiday gift guide for 2017.